Okay. Okay. Hey, James. Here, we need to get closer. You want me to get closer to you?
Well, you have it kind of like turn more. There you go.
Well, I'm like.
How's that better?
Yes. How are you, James?
Oops.
We're just eating some hot tamales. They're hot for me. Let's see. I know you're first. Did you have a good New Year's, a great vacation and holiday season?
First and only.
I know there's more people. They're coming in. Whoop. All right. Hi, Rain. Well, I need to subscribe to Rain's channel.
It wasn't anything special like previous years.
Oh, I hear you. Oh, this is about to fall. Okay. Yeah, so we got together with a couple of friends in the family. Like everybody wasn't there. But still was a lot of fun. Rain.
I didn't comb my hair today.
Maves. All right, Rain, I just subscribed to you. I knew I was forgetting.
Sorry to hear that, Ann. That's terrible. I already did it.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Ann. I'm sorry for your loss. When did he pass? Did it say?
Last night.
Oh, no bueno. We'll have to send Ann our well wishes and all of our sympathy for sure. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I actually was editing a video that's going to come out this week on Tuesday about what we made for New Year's. So it'll be good. I have a positive feeling about Yes. I agree, James. I want it to be a positive for sure. Hi, Vonda. What you going to say something?
We should go into the new year. Look forward with faith and hope that it'll be a better new year or a better year than last year.
Yeah, I agree. Rain says, I'm going to be able to visit friends and family this year. That's good.
How come she has a bunch of crying emojis?
Maybe because she misses them? Or is it because you're sick? I hope you're not sick, Rain. If you are, then I hope you feel better. He was very sick, Anne said. Oh, so sorry. Just to think, last year at this time, we had no idea. Okay, so Amy, I was watching it coming. I saw it in China, and every night I would get on the news, the world news online, and see how many more people were getting sick. So I knew it was just a matter of time, but I didn't realize how extreme it would be here. And with that meaning, like enclosures and things like that too. So it's just been a little interesting, like how it's all been this year for sure. Hey, grandma's on, or your mom's on. Hi, Sandy. Jonas got his book. So she sent him a book and he got it.
Your mother-in-law's on too.
Yeah, my mother-in-law. In Perth and didn't know what it would mean. Yeah, I hear you. Is
Roxanne in Australia?
I don't know. Are you in Australia? Because Perth is in Australia, right?
I thought it was.
Let's see. The Great Divide has caused no one could anticipate.
The Great Divide it caused no one could anticipate.
Oh, it has caused. Yes, that's for sure. Hey, Izzy. Hey, Rollers. Yes. Happy New Year for sure. Did you guys all stay up till midnight? We did. We've been staying up till midnight like every night. We've been hitting the gym kind of later.
Yes.
And by the time we get home, it's like pushing 11 o'clock, like 10:30, 11.
Oh, see, she has family in Australia, so she can follow the news there.
Okay. Hey,
All right.
Charles.
I rang in the new year.
Yes, yes. Everyone stayed up. I didn't stay up except for Anne because she had to work.
Amy.
Amy. Oh, yeah, Amy. Yes. I just read that. She said I was reading Anne's underneath. Yeah, so we played games with some friends, and it was great. I mean, it was low key, perfect. We didn't, normally we kind of, well, this friend goes a little more all out with decorations and fun, like it's just her personality. And she dialed it down, which was totally fine. And all we did was just play games. It was great with the family, right? And you guys saw that the Phillips were at their house, so they stayed at their house. So we missed them that night for sure.
Yeah, they were texting though.
Yeah, we were texting with each other. We did a traditional midnight feast. We should do that.
I can't do that later. I'm too old to do that.
Hi, Danny Lynn.
I got heartburn all night.
You know what? What did we eat? Okay, so right before we went to the gym, I took Kobe to McDonald's. He's like 18 and eats at weird times, and he's like 8:30. 8:30, he's like, he's like, I want to go to McDonald's. And I'm like, oh. So I just, I took him and I thought, okay, so he got like extra fries and I had like maybe a handful, like just a little handful of fries. And I thought, okay, so we just ended up, right before we went to the gym, I ended up getting like heartburn. Okay. Paul's going to excuse Paul momentarily. Let's see. Let's see. So we are talking about New Year's resolutions, and how many of you?
That's right.
He's going to go to a friend's. How many of you do them? I'm so curious. I've just been seeing so many people like talk about their last year and rewinds and like New Year's resolutions. And I just was curious how many of you have like either set up some intention words or actual like goals for yourself. Did the boys make a list? Oh, yes, there he goes. He's going to go to a friend's. Have you made? Okay, so Paul's made brisket before and he wants to do it again. It says, does it take 18 hours? Our local restaurant says it does not. It does. Bye, sweetie. Love you too. Just for a little bit. Does it take 18 hours to make brisket?
It depends. I don't think it does. I'm on a couple of barbecue pages online, and sometimes they'll do like 12 hours.
Yeah. Do you think that the brisket, maybe that the restaurant says 18 hours because maybe it was a big one, like a really big one?
Could be. There's just a certain amount of, like anything else, you have to cook it per pound, and I smoke brisket for 12 to 18 hours.
Okay.
The target temp is what matters. That's correct, Amy.
So Amy also asked if the boys made a list of what they want to accomplish this year. So we, for this month, we talked about having Christ-like attributes. And so we all pretty much have picked one that we're going to focus on, that about being better, mostly just bettering ourselves. And so we've done that for sure. Let me see it. Rock Simmer says that she does yearly smarter goals. You want to share one, Rock Simmer? I'm going to try to do my goals this year. Good. No resolutions for us. It doesn't work. Okay, so I understand how it can be a little frustrating, but I think starting a new year is just like starting anew. So
Bye, Vonda.
Oh yes, bye, Vonda. My hair is wet. Oh yeah. We'll see you soon. Hey, Amy. Yes. Repeat goals. So we don't like have resolutions, but goals. And I think we have already started some before the end of this year. We kind of I think Tina even helped me start a little bit with the 10,000 steps a day. So that was like a couple months ago. So I wanted to kind of keep going with that. And I fortunately have been mostly doing at least five days a week with 10,000 steps a day, if not more. I might get 6 days. And then we've been going to the gym a lot more, at least like 3 to 4 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
So,
James, what are your goals? You have 2. Let's hear.
Yeah, let's hear. You guys shoot them out. Let's throw them out, and then maybe it'll help with accountability for sure. I'm also I'm trying to see if I can lose a little bit of weight as well. I think that's kind of like the universal. Last month to this month, I have lost 5 pounds. So I'm trying to see if I can do another 5, like every month, maybe. We'll see. But I'm not going to push it hard on myself, like be too down if I don't. I just want to be healthy as well.
Yeah.
Yo, you got your stimulus. That's wonderful. That's amazing. We haven't yet.
Yeah.
But I did read an article that said January 4th is like the posted day, and the mail checks went out on the 31st. So it should be really in the next week or so, I would imagine.
Stacy got a new air fryer for Christmas, and she used it on New Year's Eve. Hey, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. Yay. Amy says that she's lost 60 pounds since May. Oh, because of a stomach ulcer. Is that ulcer, do you think, because of work, like with all the stress at work? Oh, I hope not. My goal is to take over the world with your diabolical love.
That's my homie Pinky. So Charles must be the brain.
Edie and I still try it for 12,000. Yeah, I was thinking about upping it for this next week because I ate what I ate at New Year's, and so kind of a pound and a half came back. So
Daniel, I'm sure they'll be in stock soon. KitchenAid mixers are everywhere, and they're cool.
Yeah, I know. We have friends that have gotten their stimuluses as well. So I just imagine in the next few days we'll probably all get it. Maybe by next Saturday we'll probably have, when we have our next live, everybody will have gotten it that got theirs the last time. Yeah. Eat healthier, lose a little weight like most. I hear you, Stacy. Is 5 miles. Yes. Let's see. My daughter got hers. Okay, my goal is to get a job and get a vaccine so I can travel. Oh gosh, traveling just sounds so good. I've been watching people on Instagram just over their Christmas breaks, like doing tropical vacations, like or going to Hawaii. And it just looks so great, like just so peaceful. And then there's a family that I follow that's moving to Costa Rica, and they just got there this morning. No, Puerto Rico.
Amy said she started doing some YouTube workouts. Those can be good.
Yeah, Tina did some, and we talked to her after she had done her first one, and she was so sore after doing the 120-minute one.
Amy, some people have already gotten their stimulus checks, and the rest of us are waiting.
Yeah. Does everyone get a stimulus check? If you got one last time, you're probably going to get one this time.
I think it's based on your taxes, though. If you file taxes this year, you'll get one, I believe. I could be wrong.
Yeah, because like last year, our second oldest didn't, we still claimed him. And so he was over 617 or whatever the cutoff is for being even counted as a dependent or whatever. But he did his own taxes this last year, so he should get one too, I would imagine.
I hope so.
Most everyone should get it. I hear you. But if you are over 18 and can be claimed, then that person won't get it. Yeah, I know. It's actually like 16 or 17, I think, the age.
So I've been watching adventure racing. Have you guys watched any of those? There's one that just came out on Amazon Prime. I think it's called the World's Toughest Race, the Eco Challenge Race, and it's in Fiji. Man, it is cool. And those, sometimes when you think you're in shape, like even in the best shape of my life, when I was about 21, 22, man, these guys are ridiculous. They race for like 10 to 11 days straight.
That's amazing. And what's so cool is a lot of these teams are over 30.
Yeah, and they have to be co-ed, so at least one member on your team must be of the opposite sex. So if there's 3 guys, there has to be 1 lady. They're 4-person teams, and there's some that have 3 ladies and 1 guy, and some are 2 and 2. But they do everything. They kayak, they paddleboard, they run, they hike, they mountain bike, they rappel and climb mountains with climbing gear. And you see people, and they stop and sleep for like 90 minutes, and then they get up and start running again.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So if you like Survivor and like that kind of whole series on CBS, you will love the Eco Challenge, because it is intense, and it's real life. Like it's not just, they go to a camp that has like nice little stoves that look like tiki huts or whatever, but they're actually like in it, and it's intense for sure.
But you know what I think what I like most about those races is, because I've watched a few of them now, because that one just came out on Amazon Prime a few months ago, and it was actually the 2019 race. But what I like most about them is it started with 66 teams from all over the world. I think the U.S. had like 10 teams in, and then Fiji had a couple teams, New Zealand had a couple teams, all over the world, Spain,
But the ones that were around the island actually did better, probably, right? Like
I'm not gonna give that away. So if they want to watch it. So anyway.
Hi, Mina. Put Tina on that, he said, Charles. She would definitely like it, I think. But I feel like Danny said they watched it already.
No, he said that they knew somebody else who watched it and liked it.
Oh, okay.
But what I like.
Oh, the Bear Grylls. Oh, I love watching Bear Grylls.
Oh, Bear Grylls is the host of this.
He's the host, yeah.
Anyway, what I was going to say, what I liked about it most is that all these people from different countries who are flying under different flags or racing under different flags, when you see them team up, like Team India was a group of 2 girls and 2 guys, and they teamed up with people from Costa Rica or something like that, and just to get through certain parts. And everybody helps everybody else, even though they're racing for $100,000, which there are different teams. There's like rookie teams and there's elite teams.
Right, I was just going to say that.
The elite teams finish like 2-3 days ahead of the other teams. But anyway, it's just cool to watch all these Fijian people on the island when they run through their village. The racers stop to get rest, and then the Fijians let them sleep in their houses, and
they're like little tiny like towns or like groups of people that allow them to come and rest, and they use like their areas.
Anyway, if you want to watch 10 episodes of awesomeness, I would recommend The World's Toughest Race. Hi, Belinda.
Hi, Belinda. Happy New Year. James said that he got his Smile More shirt in blue. I will say that this shirt fits Paul so well, and it hasn't shrunk. Like, because Paul's so tall that shirts tend to get shorter, which what got shorter this week? We washed our curtains, which are just tablecloths, because we have the big slider doors, and they're pretty tall
in the back
room, right? And so I washed the curtains, thinking I've washed these before. They're just tablecloths. They were like this much, like 6 inches shorter, really. But in the last couple of days, they've kind of relaxed a little, so that it's not so obvious. So we'll see. And maybe I'll keep them and maybe I'll try again or something, but on cool setting or something. But I don't know. It made me laugh. We've been doing over these last couple of weeks. I'm just having some time off. I've been, just kind of planning some different decor things, and I am working on another gallery. Well, maybe I'll show you guys in a minute. I haven't bought all the pictures yet or the frames, but I have like the templates up because I want to see if I like it. Oh no, I know it's horrible. And then I got another set of gray curtains for this room. And so it's kind of pulling together a little bit better. So, oh yes, Kelly, thanks for the reminder. Please don't forget to hit the like. It helps us out tremendously. And we just love seeing everybody here to kind of help YouTube push it out to remind everybody.
Is there any characteristic that anybody wants to work on? Comment below. We were talking about this earlier today, and I want to be less judgmental throughout the year.
we were asked to do something for the month of January. And so I bet every month will be a little bit different, the challenge. And so mine is just going to be loving more. So that's what I'm going to be doing a little bit more of, hopefully. Sometimes those drivers, right? We were watching this guy in a huff this afternoon, and I just thought he is having probably a really horrible driving experience right now because he was behind somebody and then they were going slow and then he moved over and then the person, it was just like a fiasco. And then he cut across and zoomed away. And I'm like, he was so angry. Let's see, from a better perspective. Yes, that's mine too, Paul.
I agree, Edie. I'm judgmental and I try not to voice it. But I think even in my head, I'm like, I just need to be better about that, because even in my head, if I think it, then all of a sudden I start to, that shapes my view of how somebody is, and they really might not be that way.
Charles says that he wants to learn how not to point out stuff in the Phillips vlog. It drives Danny nuts. It's not that hard.
Well, and you got to realize, Charles, too, that people need to put a lot of time and effort into the videos, and getting criticized or having critical comments about them isn't a good feeling.
Yeah. Stacy, are your kids at brick and mortar schools, or are you doing it at home or online? Because we do start on Monday as well. And so we'll start the grind back here again. And I homeschool my second grader, but Ezra's moved up in some of the curriculum because we've been working a lot. So we're going to be working from some third grade books. So I'm excited about that. And I start teaching again on Monday. Amy asked that. So Monday I start up at Outschool, and I only have I have 3 classes of 6. And I think I have, how many did I say? 6 spaces left, not too many. Yeah. So that's been really helpful to our family for sure. It's almost been it's just been a blessing to be able to have been able to teach this year from Outschool, and I probably will keep doing it until I don't have a following anymore, it naturally kind of, or until I'm done and want to go work somewhere else.
Edie says that she's learning as she gets older that people's situations are more complex than what I can see. And and that's something that, when I was 21, I had, it was always black and white. And I do believe that, right and wrong is always going to be black and white. And however, people's situations, there's a lot of gray areas. So as I view right and wrong as black and white, because to me, it always will be, there should never be any gray area in right and wrong. But when you're dealing with people, you have to understand that their situations aren't necessarily what, you don't know what's going on in their head. You don't know what happened to them that morning. You don't know what happened to them the night before. You don't know what situations they're dealing with at work. And all those things can shape somebody and their decisions, their attitude. And I think it's just important to not be judgmental and to have a kinder attitude towards everybody.
And as he's saying that, it's probably a reminder for me as well, and for him as well. That's kind of our goal, is to work on that as well. Hi, Katie, and hi, Marissa. They just joined us. I'm glad to see Katie back again. That's so nice. And Marissa's last name is Jonas Saint. We have a Jonas, and he probably thinks he's a saint. I'm the least judgmental person because of all this. Oh, yeah, I bet. I'm not a competitive person. I probably want to, but when I get going and stuff, I compete more with myself. But I'm I just kind of let those kinds of things just roll off. But I understand them, with kids in sports, which we're signing up Jonas for the next season of soccer pretty quick here.
Yeah. Danny will be his coach again.
Yeah. I know a preacher who often gets his sermons with his preaching to himself as well. Yeah. They're good reminders for ourselves, for sure.
I think it goes hand in hand when we get something at church, we call them callings when we get called to, teach the
little kids in church,
kids or the youth or even other adults in church. Many times or if you get called to speak in church, a lot of those assignments really help you more than it helps the people you're teaching.
Yeah. It's like I listen to a podcast where it helps teachers in church, and it's just really good, like how he prepares the teachers for the lessons, and it's just really good. Like he asks you to kind of tap into your own experiences and stuff, and I think that's really cool. Jonas seemed to be really enjoying. Yeah, and he progressed. Mm-hmm. So that we were like, if you don't think he progressed, like let us know.
Yeah, we were, this was his first year, and he had to sit out 3 games with the cast on his arm, which was frustrating for him because
I honestly thought it was the last 3 games, but it wasn't. It was like right smack in the middle of the season.
He was able to play the last 2, right? Mm-hmm. So it was frustrating because he still wanted to go support his team, and we wanted him to go, so we'd take him, and he'd have to sit on the bench with his jersey on, and many times there were no subs to go in, so the kids are dying out there on the field because there's a 1 minute halftime in indoor soccer, and it's continuous. You get like 1 timeout per half, but nobody ever calls them. So these kids are running back and forth up the field, and there's no subs. and a couple times, other kids' parents had COVID and couldn't.
Yeah, and then they couldn't come.
So they couldn't come, and they were on quarantine, and so fortunately, towards the end there. They did better. They had more manpower. But
yeah, they did. And it's still fun to watch them play. I mean, even if sometimes they didn't win, I still think it was a lot of fun. And it's probably a great learning experience all around. Mm-hmm. Somebody asked if Jonas does sports too. He really should.
Well, I said Ezra.
I meant Ezra. Gosh, I read these wrong. Does Ezra do sports too? Only Jonas. Only Jonas right now. Yeah. Ezra should, but he's going to be starting piano again in January, so in this month.
And I coached our oldest 2 for years in soccer, and I was an assistant coach for their basketball team one time.
I haven't seen Campbell on the Phillips Live.
Oh yeah, I haven't either.
Oh yeah, we haven't either. That's right. I was like, who's Campbell? Like I was thinking that they brought somebody in named I'm like, I don't remember. Is it one of the viewers? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're going to be doing that. So that's something to look forward to. Another thing we're looking forward to, Isaiah coming home. He comes home in like 3 months.
3 months. We can't wait. So one thing that he's asked, and we probably already said it on here, is, hey, can you have the Phillips record me coming home?
Yeah, because coming home is a big deal for a missionary that, people take pictures or have video and stuff. And so with all the restrictions too at the airport, we're kind of hoping in the next few months that we'll be able to have, people show up if they want to show up, but he's already asked if the Phillips video. And I'm like, you don't want me to video it? I'm so sure. But he said no, because I need to be in it.
Yeah. And one thing that is kind of funny that a lot of people do, and I'm going to burp here in a second.
So we're going to have some different plans for him too, because he's asked to go to certain restaurants. So that whole week or 2 when he gets home is going to be really busy with just trying to get some of these things that he's missed out on for 2 years.
Yeah, he does come home in April, Amy.
April 3rd is when he went out. So I believe he comes home April 8th.
April 8th.
It's when the next transfer, so he's actually staying out a little more than 2 years, but that's okay.
2 years and 5 days. But we're going to make some signs for him, like some welcome home from rehab signs. Just to kind of embarrass him when he gets off the plane a little bit.
Yeah, we have friends that are like in the Fram that they make really creative signs like that. Yeah. So we're hoping they will make us some too. Or maybe they'll just be there. Wow, I'm shocked I remember. Yeah, for sure.
It was, I mean, like you guys saw in Inez's video when we dropped him off, that was hard. And then Phillips, same thing when they dropped Braden off. It's just hard. And
yeah, James, in like 3 months and like 5 days, 7 or 6 days.
Not even. Huh. Oh yeah. Okay, you're right. Never mind.
6 days.
I don't math well sometimes.
So yeah, I have plans. Kelly's making fun of me that I have already made some of the plans. He makes the plans. Honestly, he's already told us. I want to go to a teppanyaki place because he's never done that, and he loves like a barbecue meat place that's like
it's called Texas de Brazil.
Yeah, but we're gonna do one that's closer to our house, so it'll be a little bit cheaper. But it's like one of those ones where they just come around with meat after meat after meat.
It's a Brazilian steakhouse.
Yes, that's what I was trying to remember. And no, Braden comes back in the end of September. End of
September or like very, very early October.
I guess it depends on their transfer dates. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how they might already know when that will be.
Maybe.
Because I just remember Isaiah telling us for the longest time that he knew when that was.
Yeah.
You guys are handsome. Thanks.
Well, hopefully there will be a lot less handsome of me.
With our resolutions, our goals. Oh my gosh, I saw something on Instagram that said, I don't do resolutions. I just pray to God and let him tell me what he wants me to become, what I should become in 2021. I'm like, touche. There's Jonas. So do you guys want to see the templates of the pictures I have on the wall? They're just right over here. I guess turn my video. Do you want to?
Hey, Jonas.
What?
Don't be on there right now, please.
All right.
So there's the extra curtains, but do you guys see them? I have papers right here that I measured them out. So I already have these 3 pictures here. So those are just printed out, but I'm going to do them like 11 by 14s. And then I have to buy another picture for here. I have one here, but I need to do the other one here. So what do you guys think? Does that look weird, or should I add 4 to the top instead of 3? I don't know. Like, I'm still debating, being that I can't fill up these spaces here because that's just the size of the picture. I don't know. So just been a little bit busy. Jonas says hi. Yes. So that's what I've been doing. Besides a lot of like chores, cleaning, deep down cleaning stuff, cleaning blinds and things like that. Oh, it sucks. Huh. So he said, stop eating animals.
I just deleted it.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Nina. Thanks, guys. I might just do it. I'm still debating. I might go to the thrift store and see if I can find some frames there, because that's what I like doing, that to kind of reuse people's frames if I can. In fact, that big gray frame is from the thrift store.
Good one, Amy. Yeah, I absolutely have no problem with people who are vegetarians or vegans.
Thanks, Marissa.
It's just not my choice.
Yeah. And I don't even think maybe because we talked about Texas de Brazil, maybe. And that's why somebody said that.
Oh, maybe.
I don't even think we eat that much meat when it comes down to it.
Not a ton.
As a New Year's goal.
Yeah, if I don't eat plants, that's the Earth's kids. Well,
that's hilarious.
I saw somebody say, well, I have to eat animals because they eat the plants. And what will vegetarians eat if all the animals eat the plants? But no, I just, we have canine teeth.
That person didn't listen to Paul's goal of being less judgment. Yeah, it's for sure.
But seriously, I mean, honestly, if you want to be vegan, be vegan.
Yeah, that's your thing.
If you want to be vegetarian, be vegetarian.
In fact, I was planning to do a video coming up on like some things, like some like maybe some more healthy choices and what we're doing. There's going to be some different supplements that we take, and just some different ideas. What do you guys think about that? I'm a meat potatoes girl. I hear ya. I'm
exactly the same way, except I'm not a girl. No, I love meat and potatoes. Well, you know what I don't like? We talked about this. I don't like lamb.
I don't even eat lamb. I don't know if I've ever, maybe at Texas de Brazil that one time.
I did actually, the lamb there was decent. It was lamb chop, but normally I'm not a big fan of lamb.
I feel like some protein, like in meat and chicken and steak or whatever, if I have just a little bit, it fills me up. So I feel like I can eat like a big old bowl of salad and just keep going and keep going and keep going and not feel that full. Yeah, I don't know. I guess eventually I will feel full. That was funny, Charles. Yes. So we're just trying to be better people. Richard asked what our New Year's resolutions were. So we have some.
We're working out more.
Yeah.
Eating healthier. And
I've been doing 10,000 steps a day, if not more. Like yesterday, I did 13,000. And so there are some choices, but I think making some choices about being happy as well. Like I'd like to kind of focus more on mental health and try to get to where I am feeling like myself again, because I kind of feel like being home a lot has, made me really quiet, more reflective. I just ordered from Butcher Box. I heard about that place. It's like every month. Yeah, well, like you can get on every month they can deliver things out to you type thing. I'm not trying to change the subject. I got COVID 3 weeks ago and lost my take. It took me a month. It took me a month to get it back. And I will tell you the first thing I smelled was vanilla. So open up your containers of vanilla, or if you have vanilla candles, and just start burning them or just smelling them. And that was the first smell that came back for me. And it was really strong. So it was kind of nice.
I agree with that, Kelly. Kelly said if you're mentally good, you want to do more physically.
It's true.
And I feel like it's kind of a cycle. The better you feel physically, the better you are mentally, because your physical health and your mental health are directly related. And anyway.
I'm sorry. Danny Lynn's husband was taken to the hospital today. Oh, we will definitely keep him in our prayers for sure, Danny Lynn.
Yeah, that's terrible.
For sure. Yeah, and I totally will kind of piggyback off of what Paul was saying, because when you start to feel good and then you start to move more, then it's kind of like a snowball effect. And then I hope that it also changes how you see things, and then it helps you to. So when you feel good, you do good, and then you're doing good to others.
Yeah. And one thing, I've never really slept well, and the healthier I am, the better I sleep.
Yeah.
Like I had a good night at the gym last night, and I did take.
He's very sore right now.
my legs they're not functioning like they should, but I slept like 9 hours last night, although it was induced by a sleeping aid. But
well, and we're going to talk a little bit about that too, because probably in a video that's going to come out in about a week and a half. So I know I've cut my videos from 3 times a week to 2 times a week. So Tuesdays and Thursdays is when my videos will air. And just having one less video, you guys, has helped me tremendously. Like I'm not stressed out trying to figure out, editing and the time to do that, plus to exercise, like everything. It was just getting a lot on my plate.
Oh, Robert, so sorry to hear that. Definitely prayers your way.
Oh, of course, Robert. Please, oh, yes, for sure. And Danny Lynn, of course, it doesn't sound like he was doing well when they picked him up. Yeah, so yeah, we definitely want to think of others and also be a help. If you have a neighbor who is needing somebody to check on them, don't be afraid. Like those thoughts that come into your head about like, I should do this, or, I haven't talked to my high school best friend or whatever. Those little thoughts should be a catalyst for us. I mean, as much as we can help, like if we, it's not hard to send a text to somebody, and then who knows, you could be visiting them or at least calling them on the phone or FaceTiming them or something. And if your neighbor, you're not sure about them, but you just had a feeling that you should go check on them, and maybe they were needing a meal. You never know.
Amy, I'm the same way. I can't turn my brain off at night sometimes, and I'll lay there and I'll be thinking about work or other things, and it's just going in. When it gets into that full on chaotic whatever is going on in my brain, I just can't turn it off sometimes.
Yes, Robert, prayers to your family for sure. That's very sad. So you guys, we're going to be doing some more videos on, of course, grocery hauls are coming up, and those are so fun to do and film. And Paul's been going with me the last couple of times, which has been really fun. But also some videos that are coming to be like kind of specific to feeling better, doing better. Are there any ideas that you would like to see some different videos on? Maybe we can keep that into when I'm making some ideas up for some different, because if I have more ideas and I do film more, then I will have bonus videos on Fridays. So that's something to think about. For me to do. Pandemic should be taught. Yes, for sure.
Definitely. We need to not only treat our bodies
Kids
and
and
our lives well, but treat others as well as also.
James, that's a good idea. Your cook with me's. So I have another cook. The one that's coming up on Tuesday is a cook with me. So I did one recent, like last week, with I did cleaning out the cabinets, and then I did something cooking with me. What did I make? I can't remember. I do so many cooking things now, feels like. Anyways, I did a cook with me last week too.
Whatever it was, I'm sure it was good.
And there was an older couple that lives up the hill from us, and they're right here. He called every once in a while, and he called us.
You know, we did something for New Year's, so maybe that will count as an Inez me cook with me. Although
yeah.
I didn't do a walkthrough on my stuff. It was just kind of.
He makes an appearance in the video.
Yeah.
And you'll have to look because he keeps looking at me and not the camera. And so he starts laughing. It's kind of funny. I just saw that.
She'd asked me a question.
But I'm holding it like this because it was the way that the thing was it was kind of not in view. So I was kind of like this. And he was talking to me here, hi. But the camera was here. And I'm like.
Cheeseburger pie.
Oh, that's right. Cheeseburger pie. It was so easy. So easy. And it was good. Family chopped cap. Oh, competition.
Which chapter we get?
Where you get different ingredients and make things. My kids and family are not great at different ingredients.
How about vanilla ice cream?
Ooh, ice cream. How about milkshake? We can make different milkshakes.
Danny said she went to Fizz. How about we go to Fizz?
Who went to Fizz?
Danny Lynn.
Oh, yeah, I want to go to Fizz. A lot of our places, though, here the limit is like 10 to 20 people tops in the place.
What did I say about eating vegetables? Would you repeat what you said about eating vegetables? I don't remember.
Oh, that was what Charles said about them being the plants' kids or the earth's kids.
Oh,
is that what he said?
I don't know. I don't know if that's what she's looking for. Like when I said that if people try to eat or people eat meat because they don't want all the meat to eat the rabbit food or whatever it is.
Yeah, Paul will never. I don't think you would ever do a blind taste test.
No, I don't trust anybody. I'm not about to do a blind taste test because inevitably somebody's going to put mayonnaise in something. I'm not going to be happy, and I'm not going to be in the rest of the video if that happens.
Well, you guys, we're probably going to head out right now. It was so great to talk to everybody. We love visiting with all of you and getting to know Bean Boozled. Oh, the kids love that one.
I don't know if I can do Bean Boozled.
But we're going to think of some other stuff for sure. So thanks so much for stopping by and visiting with us and taking some time out of your Saturday. So we hope that you have a wonderful day. And the new video will be up on Tuesday. And stick around. You never know what I'll be rolling out next. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
So have a great evening, you too, Stacy. Bye, Amy. Bye, Mina. Bye, James. Bye, Katie. I'm glad you're back. Bye, Sandy. Bye, Amy. Bye, Rain.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, Happy New Year. Bye, Marissa. Bye, Izzy. Bye, Richard and Danny Lynn. Bye, Kelly. Bye, Anne. And Richard. Yes, I agree. And bye, Charles.